Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized.
Hello everyone, it is Monday evening, it is about 5 o'clock, and I just wanted to give you a quick update. So I've been getting a lot of different emails today, so after reading through everything and kind of thinking through stuff, the new plan is we are going forward with distance learning. I thought that wasn't going to be the plan, but I guess it is now. So we're going to do that. And I have to go into school tomorrow and Wednesday, and, go through and, make up, packets or, things to send home, that sort of stuff. I was also given more specific directions about what I have to do during this distance learning. So because I teach special ed preschool and it's a specialized program, I have to do sort of a menu of different activities, which I've already done, but it has to be a little bit more specific to each child's IEP goals. So I think what I'm going to do is do this general, the general learning stuff that I already made up. One of the things I did today was gather up a bunch of stuff that I had and that some other teachers had shared with me to kind of put together a Google Drive folder of stuff that we could use for distance learning. But so I'm going to do that, and then I'm also going to do more individualized stuff. I have already, one of the things that I made before is individual, basically I wrote out the goals for each child, but in a very simple way, and I already have those made up, so I'm going to use those as kind of my guidelines for what sort of materials I need to send home. And so that'll be helpful, I think. So we'll do that. And then I also have to do some face-to-face type learning stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is do a circle time where we'll do our calendar and we'll do, some sorting or whatever, the same stuff I would normally do. My circle time is very interactive, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that digitally. But we'll see. I'm going to hopefully get to talk with the other teachers tomorrow and Wednesday to get some ideas. But yeah, it's all it just seems so much. So I was getting very overwhelmed. So now I'm resting. You can see I'm covered in my nice warm blanket. And I'm just watching some YouTube and hanging out for a bit. Because that's what I need right now. This is a stressful time. It's, very unprecedented. This is nothing we've ever experienced before. So I just need to, take some time to kind of relax and breathe. And so that's what I'm going to do now. Tomorrow, all the teachers are going in as well as the paras. So I will have people in my room to kind of help me put stuff together, which will be really helpful. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going with now. And I guess I'll keep you updated as things go. I've recorded a whole bunch of read alouds that I can use. So yeah, we'll see. I also got a script, and I have to make phone calls to all of the students on my caseload to, get their families' kind of thoughts on things and explain everything. And then I'll have to ask things do they have access to internet, and those kinds of things just to get a better idea. So no, I'll probably end up doing some of that tomorrow. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. We're trying to hold it together because, this is a tough time, but we're going to get through it. We're working together. and everything is going to be okay. So I'm hanging in there. But for now, I'm just going to rest and, enjoy some YouTube and just kind of chill for a bit because that's what I need right now. So I guess I'll touch base with you later. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I am at school. Just got here, putting all my stuff away. Definitely looks like they cleaned, so that's good. We're going to see what we can get done today to send home for kids to work on while they're home. It keeps sounding more and more like we're going to be out forever, so who knows. I have a couple meetings today, virtual meetings, so I'll stay in my classroom. My paras are going to come in and help me get stuff ready, so I don't know. I really don't know.
I am feeling lonely, and I wanna admit it's time to end the ride. Fading it too slowly, were those gonna lift me up this time? You were the only one who got me tripping up inside. All the words you told me, am I reading something different from your eyes? See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you.
So what I've done for these kiddos is I've given each one of them a book. I've kind of picked things that I thought were appropriate for them, either as a language thing or as something that they're working on, like identifying body parts. Where are the eyes? That kind of thing. So they each have a book, and then they each have a work pocket filled with stuff. So like this one is sorting by color, or, some line tracing, that kind of stuff. Matching shapes, matching numbers. So they all have different things in here that are relevant to them and their individual IEP goals. And then everyone has the same folder here that has our schedule for each day. And then on this side are extra resources. So that's things like instructions to access ABC Mouse, or a recipe for ants on a log that they can follow. Extra shape tracing and counting stuff. So they have a packet, and then some things that we laminated. So they have those as extra things if they want. So we'll bring all of those. They will get all of those things, and then any extra like diapers or clothes, stuff like that we have, they'll be able to pick up as well. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We have bags with all the kids' stuff, and families are coming to pick them up. I've had a couple families come already, some that I'm waiting for. So they'll get their bag, anything that the kids left here, and all of the information. Yeah, it's very sad. This is the last day the building will be open. Who knows until when. So, yeah, now I'm just waiting for a family coming in a couple minutes to pick up stuff. So, yeah. It's so sad. Look at all these empty cubbies. So sad. We've been washing, well, I haven't been washing toys. The paras in my room have been fabulous and are washing the toys so we don't get all sick. So whenever we come back, we'll come back to clean toys. And this is all a mess because I just have so much that I'm doing right now. But, yeah. So basically, I'm sending home a bunch of stuff. I'm hoping that all the families will be able to pick it up. If not, I found out that I can leave stuff outside. Like, we have a little, like the free library thing. So they said I could leave stuff in there for families to pick up. But, yeah. I wish that I, had been able to get all this stuff ready beforehand, but we didn't know that it was going to be this bad, or this long. So, yeah. I guess that's just where we're at this point. So we'll see. I miss my kids. I have a couple families who've already picked stuff up, and their little ones came with them, and I saw them in the car, and I was just so emotional because I miss them, you know? This is hard. It's hard for them. It's hard for me. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So I guess this is it. This is where we're leaving things for now. I don't know. It's very sad. But I guess that's what we have to do. I dropped off stuff in the office to be mailed home for kids if they couldn't come pick it up. I'm going to take these books home so I'll have things to read. And yeah, I guess that's just where we're at right now. We'll see. I know a lot of authors and publishers have been giving permission for people to read their books, so I'm taking home a couple that I suspect will be allowed, like Todd Parr. I could totally see them doing those books, the Llama Llama books and stuff. So I'm going to take these home and hope that, you know, these authors allow me to read their books. Because, you know, copyright stuff. But yeah, so we'll take those home. I mean, we're going to leave everything the way it is and just hope we come back. I cleaned the touchscreen TV as well as our iPads. I went over with a tissue and the hand sanitizer and just kind of washed those off. You know, our schedule doesn't really fit anything anymore, but I guess that's kind of what it has to be. Okay, I'm gonna go before I cry. Okay, bye. Okay, time to go. Goodbye. Hey y'all, so it is Sunday morning. I have not recorded anything the past couple days because it's just been so stressful trying to figure out this whole distance learning thing. Especially because, so I teach preschool, right? And preschool is kind of its own thing within the school. This year they really tried to make it part of the school, but still a lot of the stuff is like different for us. So I guess the school didn't set up emails for my preschoolers, which means that they can't access my Google Classroom, which was like the whole plan. Like they made us set up a Google Classroom so our kids could use it and all this stuff, but they didn't set up the emails so our kids don't have access to it. And the way that it's set up, you can't access our Google Classroom outside of like having my school email. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like, you know, families could use like their home emails and whatever. It doesn't work. So that's been tough. So I've been doing stuff over the app Blooms. I decided I'm not going to use it next year. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know. I just don't really like how it's set up. But anyways, I've been doing stuff over that. So it's been kind of tricky because I called every family and said, hey, we're going to be using Google Classroom. Like, here's the information. But now we can't do that. So they were hoping that sometime this weekend it would get set up so I could start using it next week. I haven't heard anything yet, but we'll see. Hopefully things go through. I'm really hoping that at least by Friday I can do just like a live chat with my families. You know, because I miss the kids and, you know, I know they miss me. I've been getting a lot of messages, you know, saying that the kids, you know, will wake up every day and say like, can I go to school today? Or, you know, we'll grab their backpack. So, you know, it's really tough for them to be out of this routine. And at this point, they don't really understand what's going on. So it's tough to explain to them, you know, why they're not at school. So it's tough, but, you know, we're hanging in there. Yeah, I don't know. It's been tricky. So we're going to just do our best. And, you know, that's what I keep telling my family is that, you know, as long as they're trying, like, that's okay. Like, I know that this isn't easy, especially for those of them who are not familiar with like Google Classroom and Google Meet. Those of them who don't have access to these things. Like, I know it's tricky. So I just keep telling them, you know, try your best. And if it comes to it, like I sent home work, like just give your kids some of like their matching games and stuff like that I sent home, or just read with them. Because honestly, at this point, my kids get so much out of that because they're hearing the language. You know, a lot of them aren't talking yet. A lot of them, you know, have some speech things that they're working on. So hearing that language is really good for them. You know, learning that a book has meaning, like there's a story in there, that those little scribbles are words, that they mean something. So like, you know, you can learn so much from just reading with your child. So, you know, that's what I keep telling them, that even little things like that, having a conversation over dinner, telling them, you know, what the plan is when they wake up, like these little things that they can do to keep some semblance of normal, I think are really important. So, you know, we're trying our best. I really appreciate my family so much because, you know, they've been very understanding with all of this. That was one thing that I was worried about, but my families are awesome and they've been so understanding and cooperative. So I really appreciate that. You know, we're just trying. I keep saying that, but that's really what it is right now. This is new for everybody. It's new for me. It's new for the families. So we're just going to try our best. And yeah, I think I'll kind of show you a little bit of what I've made up for this coming week. And then maybe I'll just start a new vlog next week to kind of go through everything. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, this is my first year as a classroom teacher. And this is the first time most of us have done any sort of distance learning stuff. So, you know, I have some understanding of how Google Classroom works and stuff like that, but I've never really used it with a preschool class. So this is all a big learning experience. But one of the things I keep talking about with other people is that, you know, I picked a great year to start teaching, but that hopefully it can only go up from here. That this was a really tough year to start. I mean, I have a really difficult group of kids. They have a lot of needs, and it's been hard to kind of figure out how to address those needs. You know, it's the first year that the preschool has been included with, you know, the rest of the school. So there's a lot of changes there. And, you know, it's just been such a learning experience. So with this added on top of it, you know, I'm getting a lot of experience here that will hopefully help me in the future. So I guess that's where we're at right now, and we'll just take it as it comes.
Over the